Hey everyone, this is Sam from PrismScroll with a daily update video for February 13th, Valentine's Day Eve. Yay. Alright, so basically taking a short break from special effects and selections, kind of letting that cool down and see if people come up with, some bugs before we keep moving on and adding on to it. We are working on something interesting that is sort of unrelated to other stuff and kind of fun. I'll show you here. So basically we're adding 2 pages to the digital sheet, which you'll see over here. And the first 2, you got companion, and then you have other proficiencies, which is going to be renamed to Proficiencies. Basically, so first we got the companion page, which is basically just kind of a replica of the equipment sheet companion section. So you got the stats, an image, name, race, hit points, armor class, speed, which is going to pop up into all the other speed values as well. So like if it has flying or whatever, you're going to have 3 abilities that you can have notes and stuff that expand or get bigger depending on how much you have in there, and then just an extra note section. So this will be good for rangers and other people that have companions. I'm not really sure entirely whoever gets companions, but this was kind of an easy add because it's using a lot of similar components, and plus there's already a saved model for it because of the equipment sheet. The equipment sheet in the standard sheet, if you know about it, it's the 4th page that I added. There is a companion section, so basically there's stuff already that could be put here and filled in, so that's why this is actually not that difficult. So that's good. And then moving on to this is still kind of rough. I don't think it's going to look like this at the moment, but this is just to give you an idea of what is coming for proficiencies. So basically the proficiencies normal tab here is going to be renamed saves and skills because that's what it's got there. So then this is going to be named proficiencies. It's going to have your weapon, armor, and finally we're going to be tracking tool proficiencies better, and then languages. So languages, we can start tracking selections of languages, and then you can put them here as well. And then we're going to move the box, the other proficiencies and languages box from the personality, wherever it's at, this one. We're going to move that second box to there at the bottom. So it would make this open up a little bit more room for this one. So that is what we did today. It's not exactly hooked up for it, but that's going to be kind of my afternoon goal of getting this all worked out and actually editing. And then it will be on to this probably tomorrow morning. Most of the UI work is done. It's just editing and saving the information. And there's going to be some extra details for this section because there is no model or way to save this information at the moment, so I have to create it. So that is what we got right now. I think on deck things that I want to do are constants. So kind of slightly hard to explain, but I think once you see it, you'll understand exactly what it means. So basically, there's a lot of values in your features that they create an equation, right? So for example, unarmored defense is an equation of values. It's 10. So for example, barbarian or something, 10 plus strength mod plus constitution, if that's right. But so it creates this equation and you don't really know the actual value that it adds up to. And that is what the constant special effect is going to do. What it's going to do, and you kind of saw this from old features, in that you're gonna be able to give it a name. So then you would call it unarmored defense, and then it would be like right next to the charges, like right above it, it would be bolded unarmored defense, and then colon the whole number, that it adds up to. So let's say it's 16. It's going to say 16. If you change your stats or whatever, it's gonna update that value. So it's going to give you the actual answer. You're not going to be able to edit it or anything. It's just going to provide a number saying this is what the values in this feature add up to. And just in case, it's not a charge. It's not like a pool of points or anything. It's just displaying the addition of extra something. So that, well, I like I said, once you see it in action, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just kind of hard for me to explain what it is. But so that is that. And then my other big thing is saving quick rolls is the next big thing that I want to do. So there's already kind of a base, and I think we're actually simplifying a bit when we do start doing saving of this. But I really love this system a lot more than what we currently have in comparison to here. It's way more flexible. You can do multiples of mods and stuff like that. It tracks critical damage. So basically we're going to be moving away from this and then moving all of the saved values to the new version, which is going to be great. So those are the two other things that I want to do. So basically we have 4 big things. I don't know when the update's going to be for that. I don't know how I'm going to break it up at this moment, but currently the 4 big things are companions, the proficiency page, constants, which is a special effect, and then saved rolls for the new quick roll system. So the thing that's going to kind of delay us is that with adding the proficiencies page, it wouldn't make sense to have this until I have the special effects and being able to select special effects for like you gaining armor proficiency from features or something in features as a special effect. So if I don't have that, then it's just kind of this weird thing. I would want to do that at the same time. So that's going to take a little bit of time and effort. So that will delay. And then also this will be the first time that I have to do business taxes. So I know that this weekend after our BashCon event, I think I'm going to have to go dark for a little bit and get that done and get that sorted out because it's kind of important. So that is definitely on the horizon as well. I mean, we've had a lot of updates in the past week. I think it's been like 3 or something. So it might be good to just let it sit for a little while and see where we're at before we rush forward again. But it depends on where I get to before next Monday, and maybe I'll just release what I have and then find a good stopping point and release what I have, because these are, I mean, the companion page is something that's kind of its own separate thing. It doesn't really connect to a lot of stuff, so it's kind of a good thing, easy thing to release by itself. So maybe I'll do that. This page is going to take a little bit more time, so we'll see. Check in tomorrow and we'll see where we're at. Con day tomorrow, Valentine's Day. See how that goes. But look for pictures in that. Oh, there you go. All right. Talk to you later.